Hello and good evening, everyone. Just got to the gym a few minutes ago. It is another really rainy and wet night out. So, yeah, I just decided I think we're going to be doing this for now on. I'm going to film once I get to the gym, set everything up so it's a little bit more stable, nothing too crazy, and I don't have to worry about swerving on the road or anything. So, yeah, we're going to be doing chest tonight, and I'm still using my wife's car. That device ended up coming in from my Power Stroke pickup truck the other day, the CPS device. So I got that all hooked in and tried to start it, but the problem was is like in the process of trying to when it installed, I tried to start it over and over and over again, and ended up draining my batteries just enough. I mean, the big diesel has two big huge batteries in it, so got the device replaced, still couldn't start it. So then I had to get a battery charger that specific term for it. Basically, it has two different pieces on it. You can charge two batteries at once, which makes it really nice. So yeah, it takes probably about, since my batteries were pretty low like that, it's going to take probably about 7 to 10 hours to charge them completely. So I'm thinking, even if I get those charged right, the last time it stalled was at midnight, and so I don't want to have to pay it to get it towed home again. So yeah, just to play it safe, just using my wife's safe little RAV4 and the point A to point B car. That's what I like to call her car. And yeah, nice smooth ride, safe getting here. And gonna hit chest tonight. Gonna do about 7 exercises. Do a lot of dumbbell work. The only kind of bench pressing I do now, I was doing a decline press when I was over at the other gym, but once I joined here, they really don't have any decline presses apart from doing dips. I think the only kind of pressing movement I'll be doing on a flat with a bar is gonna be like a close grip bench press, and I'll do that for triceps. So I'm not gonna do that today. I'll do an incline dumbbell press, incline dumbbell flies, the incline hammer strength machine. Really like that, to where you can really squeeze as you're pushing through it. Then I'll do a dumbbell press and some pec deck flies. Might do some dumbbell flies. We'll see what that looks like. Do some dips. Find a dip bar in there. Pretty sure they have one in there somewhere. And do a cross bench dumbbell pullovers. I really like those. Big believer in doing them. Arnold, really big believer in doing them to stretch the rib cage. So when you do that side chest pose, just gives you that really big barrel of a chest. I mean, that much bigger of a rib cage will make your chest look even bigger because it'll be sitting on top of a bigger foundation. So I'm really big believer in that. It's really good for also building the chest as well. So I'll do chest today. I'll do shoulders and traps tomorrow. And I'll follow that up with arms. And then I'll do legs and back. I might switch those days up a little bit. So yeah, let's get in there. I think, looks like we have this gym to ourselves. That car just left. They must have known I was coming, even though they didn't have to leave. So yeah, I'll see you guys in there a second. Let's get to it. Here we are in the gym. Already got several feel sets already in. We're doing the incline dumbbell press, and so I'm going to continue on with the 60s, and we're going to get rolling with it into the working sets. All right. And as these start to get heavier, I've seen a lot of people really struggle with getting the weights up. And so especially when you're doing a dumbbell military press, it's obviously more exaggerated than what I do, but will pop each knee up and pop a dumbbell up, and I'll lean back. When you're on a flat, it's a lot easier because basically just lay back and you're able to kind of bring up your knees slightly, and it kind of guides it. It's the same thing here, so I'll use my dominant arm first. I'm right-handed, and I will lean back and pop it up and do the same thing here. Moving on to the 80s. So the same thing. Pop one up and pop the other one up. So right, left. Start going heavier now, lowering the reps. Got 90s for 11, and move to the 105s. Whew. Whew. Man, that was heavy. That'll be the last set of those. We're moving on to the incline hammer strength press. We did one feel set here. Start moving up. Yeah, the idea is to keep the constant tension on the chest. All right, working set number 2. Okay. Let's go. We'll do one more set. All right, last set. All right, let's go. Maybe we'll get 6 next time. And remember, always put your weights away. Okay, now we're doing incline dumbbell flies. Did a few working sets already, or feel sets already. Now we're getting into the working sets. I got 50s. The 70s. And two, the heavier I go with these, I'll slow down in the reps, especially at the bottom, just so I'm not bouncing out of them, because that's generally that bottom position is where most people are prone to get an injury from trying to bounce out of it too quick. You might be able to get away with it for a while, but eventually it'll tie in. You'll end up tearing a tie-in or blow out a shoulder or your chest. So you can never be too careful. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the flat dumbbell bench press. So with these, I do this a little different. I don't go to the edge of my knees. I'll actually bring them closer in towards my stomach. So as I bring it back, I'll still pop up my legs a little bit, but I'll just guide it. So this is a lot easier getting the weights up than on the incline, and also a lot easier than getting it up on the military press. Here we go. What's up? Bounce them. Here we go. All right, got the 80s on this one. This might be my last set. We'll see how these feel. Oh man, that last set was pretty heavy. We went down to the 75s. So we'll do one more. Okay, now we're doing some pec deck flies. This is my second set. Starting to get into the working sets. I like to go really deep in these, get that stretch at the bottom. All right. Whew. All right, last set. 205 on here now. Starting to do some dips here on the assisted machine. I'm trying to ease into it since I have a lot of different things with my shoulders that I look out for. So I like to use the assisted weight so I can go really deep and put my knees on the platform to get that exact angle to where it doesn't really bother my tie-ins. And so we'll do this movement, get a lot of blood in there, warm everything up in deep stretch position, and maybe we can do a few reps on our own, see what that looks like, just because we've done a lot of pressing movements. So my triceps are shot and my shoulders are tired. So see what this looks like. Slow down that negative into that deep stretch. Just mind your tie-ins, mind your shoulders. If something feels too deep and it hurts, don't do it. Don't go that deep. Ooh. All right. Starting to feel pretty good here. Okay, I feel pretty warmed up now. I'm gonna do some normal dips. And it's got the wider part of the bar that focuses more on the chest versus when you have the bars in, it's gonna focus more on the triceps. Let's see what this feels like. do some cross bench dumbbell pullovers now. And hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay. I got the mic there next to me. Start off with a 40 and really stretch this. Hopefully you guys will be able to see me well. So really breathe, like inhale deep as you go. And then exhale. Get your head slightly off and your butt down on the other side of the bench. Really get that stretch in there. Move on to the next set with 55. And really focus on that stretch. And try to focus on 10 to 12 repetitions. One thing I really like about this exercise, the cross bench dumbbell pullover, is that it can expand your rib cage, which is really good. So it gives you that really big, thick chest. Arnold was a big believer in it, like I was saying earlier before we came in here. And it's kind of been a staple of my chest workout since day one, since I was 16 and a half. And I really do believe that it's given me a lot bigger of a chest because of it. So yeah, always try to focus on the 10 to 12 repetitions, focus on that deep stretch to where as you're getting in that deep stretch, you're really inhaling so you can like stretch your rib cage. And so yeah, we're moving up with the 70s here, and we're probably gonna go to the 80s and 90s and see what that feels like. Moving on to the 80s. I think that's going to be the last set there. So it's all in all pretty good workout. Hopefully you'll be able to see me well with the light. Chest is definitely pumped. A little bit. The light keeps towering over me. That's okay. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for joining in for another video. It is about 10:30 right now. Just finishing up with the chest workout. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Trying to get back into the weights, trying to get back into a lot of foundation movements. Just the mass building movements. Trying to keep it simple. I still like to do the volume, but I'm trying to keep it down just because I can get too carried away with the volume. Whew, I'm trying to catch my breath there. That took it out of me. So right now I'm about 205. When I started, I was about 196, 195, if I remember correctly. Get the lights to go on here. They're all on auto. So, yeah, hard time around the holidays. A lot of good food that's getting made, and I'm really having to dial things in. Also trying to simplify my diet too. I keep finding out that there's a lot of these, I keep trying to do these specialty things with my meals. I'm trying to do 3 to 4 to 5 meals a day, depending what my time schedule looks like. If I want you to be able to do a few of them, I'll make sure they're much bigger. Like today, I've had 2 meals so far. I'll probably have a couple more tonight. But for my bigger meal, I had about 6 to 8 ounces of chicken breast. And then I had 2 cups of rice and some green beans with that. Then in the morning, had a little bit of oatmeal. And when I mean simplify, it's like, I think I'm gonna probably start doing like the oatmeal packets. I'm gonna order those or just go to Walmart or Winco and pick them up. Yeah, there's sugar and stuff in them, but man, I swear every time I get anything like the Quaker stuff, I mean, you wanna do a cup of that and it's got 300 calories already in it, but there's no sugar in it. Also, when it comes to breakfast, I really like simplifying breakfast too. One of my favorite meals I love to do is grits and egg whites. Ronnie Coleman did that, like in the staple of his diet. I think he would do like 2 cups of egg whites and 4 packets of grits, that cheese powder that he would use that doesn't have really any calories in it, and a couple pieces of cheese. So obviously I'm not 300 pounds. So I will do maybe 2 cups of egg whites and then maybe 1 or 2 packets of grits, just because my calories, I'm trying to keep them around 1,800 to 2,000 a day. I just can't, genetically, I just can't eat that much more than that unless I'm doing a crap ton of cardio. And so, I mean, beside my steps, I'm trying to keep my steps around 10,000 steps. And I might start doing 20-minute sessions each day just to get the food. Ooh, the big furnace just turned on. Just to get the food moving. I think that's why Jay Cutler, a lot of his cardio sessions that he would do, basically just a metabolism mover to keep the food moving, because he was eating like 6 to 10 to 12 meals a day. I mean, obviously I can't eat like that or I'll just get fat. Or if I did, they'd be tiny, tiny little meals and I would be hungry all the time. So trying to simplify it, just chicken breasts and different kind of vegetables. I'm trying to volumize things as well. Trying to figure out what I can mix in with, I love jasmine rice. Trying to figure out what I could do there. I know a lot of people do cauliflower rice. So maybe I can get something like that and maybe even mix it in with the rice to volumize it more. Because I mean, even though I had 2 cups of rice earlier, I mean, obviously when you make it, I'll make a cup of rice that's dry and I'll get like 2 cups of cooked rice out of it. It goes quick, and it's like 450 calories just for the rice. That's a lot of calories. And so I'd like to volumize it by adding either mushrooms or different kind of vegetables, or maybe even through a food processor, some stuff like the cauliflower to volumize the, volumize, is that even a word? I don't know. it isn't, it is now. To volumize my food more. And so just trying to keep it to the basics. I know a lot of people like, oh, chicken, broccoli, and rice. I mean, I don't mind broccoli. That's nice. You don't need to eat dirt to get big, but you also don't need to get too fancy. A lot of the times when I try to go really fancy with my different kind of meals, I mean, I'll make oatmeal and I'll put a scoop of protein powder in there. And I'm like, this is disgusting. I don't want it. I'd much rather have had a protein drink because I still want to eat stuff that tastes good. I don't want my food to taste like garbage. I want this to be a lifestyle. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get. That's the main thing, the main message I'm trying to get across to everyone out there is that you do have pro bodybuilders, a lot of pros out there, but you also have to have balance. And I mean, unless you're getting ready for competition, you can still have flexibility. Even the guys that are getting ready for competitions will still have cheat days or flexibility. You have to do a diet that you're gonna like. And so, because if you don't like your diet, you're not gonna keep up with it. So there's a lot of things, I mean, you can still do different kind of seasonings and spices. A lot of these bodybuilders are gonna cut their sodium out until the last week before competition. Sodium's not bad for you as long as you're not overdoing it, right? Through, highly saturated, you know what I mean, the highly processed foods. You just have to be careful. There's nothing wrong with going to McDonald's and splurging every once in a while. You just have to be mindful of what you're doing and then change your calories to the rest of your day with the other meals that you're eating. If you're eating 1,200 calories a day, you can only eat 2,000 calories a day. There you go. Say if you were Gordon Ramsay and you're trying to diet, exactly. You're gonna want your stuff to taste really good, but you're gonna figure out ways to either volumize it, make it taste better, or eat less of something. I mean, I think what he would do when I ended up listening to one of Gordon Ramsay's audiobooks, he's just like, I literally will have breakfast, but then for 12 to 16 hours a day, I'm tasting food all day. Literally every single plate that's coming up to basically on the heating tray or whatever they call that before they bring it out to the customer. He's tasting it to see if it's good. I mean, so if every single taste he's having 15 calories and he's tasting a couple, 100 meals a day, I mean, that's going to add up quick. I mean, you wouldn't even need to eat anything for your lunch. But one thing that he would do, it's like he would, when he was trying to lose weight, he would drink a bottle of water or so before he would start eating, just to fill up the stomach. Those ghrelin hormones that scream at you when you're hungry, when you eat something, those hormones are decreased. And so that's something that he would do. Lots of little tricks of the trade. If you want to go to the restaurant with your friends and hey, they got good food there and I'm going to be in trouble because I'm dieting, you can just have a protein drink or a protein bar or something before you go there, just so you know you're not going to splurge too much. So it's like you should never go to a grocery store when you are hungry because you'll buy everything and the kitchen sink. So yeah, all about balance. Enjoy the journey, and you don't need to rush it to do. You don't need to rush. You don't have to go too fast. I mean, you can. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that we should be lazy here, but just to forgive ourselves, enjoy the journey, learn the tricks of the trade, figure out all the tricks of the trade to make this a lifestyle that you want to continue to do. Because unless you're trying, I mean, I would love to get down to single-digit body fat, and I'm going to get there. Slowly trying to get there, but once I get below that, unless I'm going into a competition, if I really have to dial things in, then I might have to change my diet to get shredded. So, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys so much. This is video number 5. Thank you guys so much for following along. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and yeah, make a comment to boost the algorithm, and keep letting me know what you guys like in the video, what you'd like to see me do. I mean, unless you ask me to do cartwheels, I can't do cartwheels really well. And I mean, unless you want to laugh, then I'll do a cartwheel and you guys can laugh. But this is supposed to be a nutrition and a sports channel, not a comedy. Maybe a little bit. So, all right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for following along, and we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye-bye.